I'm going to be showing you 5 spots that you can use to massage on yourself to instantly relieve a headache. You won't need any pills, no tools, you won't need to bother anyone, you'll just need yourself. So let's get started. What is up guys, it's Richard from painfreebetterme.com. For some reason this camera makes it look like I'm wearing lipstick. If you guys are new to this channel, which you should be, because I just made it, so it'd be weird if you weren't new. I talk about anything and everything about musculoskeletal pain and what you can do to help get rid of it so you can get back on with your life. So on today's topic, headaches. Everyone gets them every now and then. They can be anywhere between mildly annoying all the way to someone sticking an axe in your head. There are different forms of headaches too, like cluster headaches, tension headaches, migraines. These massage techniques I'm going to be showing you are going to be most effective for a tension headache. But it doesn't mean that you have to use them only when you have a tension headache. You can use them anytime, even if you don't have a headache. So how do you know you're having a tension headache? Well, you've probably already had a bunch of them, but just didn't know what they were called. Research shows that out of all the headaches that are diagnosed, what the hell is this, the Illuminati? That 78% of them are tension headaches. That's a huge number, which shows how common and detrimental that this is for a lot of people out there. All right, so tension headaches. How do you know if you have one, or how do you know you have a cluster headache? How do you know if you have a migraine? Well, tension headaches have very distinct features compared to other headaches. The first one is that it may feel like a pressing or tightening feeling over your head, almost as if someone was putting a really tight cap over your head. They'll also be at about a mild to moderate level of intensity. Tension headaches also tend to happen on both sides of your head, meaning that they're bilateral. Also, one of the unique features that tension headaches have are that they don't worsen from physical activity. So if you're trying to skip out from a workout because you've had a headache, well, too bad, buddy, it's not gonna work. All right, so you might be wondering, why do we get tension headaches? Why are they even a thing? Well, there's a short answer and there's a long answer. The short answer is that we don't know. There's no definitive reason, and you've wasted your time watching this video so far. Now I'm just kidding. So despite there not being a real definitive reason, there are a few underlying factors that we know of that can worsen or cause a headache. For example, not sleeping enough or not getting enough quality sleep, not drinking or eating enough, and not booze or anything like that. I mean water. And stress, of course, because stress is always a factor. And one of the lesser known underlying reasons is trigger points. So if you're wondering what muscle knots are and how exactly they cause headaches, it's actually quite complex, but I'll explain it very simply. They're little hyperirritable spots that present themselves as nodules within tight bands of our muscles. And when you press on them, they elicit a lot of pain, and that pain can sometimes radiate beyond where you're actually pressing. So let's say I have a trigger point right here, right in my neck. So if I press on it, I might feel pain other than where I'm pressing. So trigger points, also known as muscle knots, can cause headaches because they're very naughty. Weird because of quarantine, there's no other reason. So these 5 spots that I'm gonna be showing you without further ado are gonna be all muscle knots in various places in your neck muscles and head muscles that can be radiating pain, causing your headache. So the important thing to know is that it's not difficult to massage. All you have to do is rub a spot, do your little circles or press into it directly. The hard part is knowing where to massage is. So here we go. All right, so the first spot that we're going to be working with today is a muscle called the sternocleidomastoid. Very large neck muscle, very prominent, easy to find as well. So it'll start off at one of 3 places, at the sternum or at the clavicle, or at the very top we have the mastoid process behind the ear. So what you're going to want to do to massage the area and get rid of a headache is feel around for any nodules in the neck, any tiny little orbs that might stick out. They'll be really painful to touch, so be careful and start off gently. When you do find one, just strip through it, hold it until the pain diminishes. And one thing to keep in mind too is to turn your neck to the side whenever you're massaging the area, as an artery does exist there and you don't want to be compressing it. So back off if you do feel it pulse. So the referred pain areas, which are the forehead, the eyebrow, the side of the head at the temple, and behind the ear, are places where you might feel pain if you're pressing in on a trigger point. So these are good areas to massage if you do have headaches in those general areas. So the second set of muscles that we're going to be working on today are the suboccipitals. Great place to massage regardless of whether or not you have a headache. And what they do is help you tilt your head back and forth, but most of the time our heads and necks are tilted forwards. So they're likely going to be strained that way. The best way to massage this place is if you hang your head off your chair, or if you're lying down, it's much easier just so they're not active. So in order to find this muscle, what we're going to do is we're going to start off at the middle of the ears from the back of your head, and we're going to move inwards until your fingers meet in the center. You should be in the middle of this muscle group by the time you do this, so you'll start feeling around, feeling a bit above and below here, and gently feel around for any muscle knots. So once you do find one, just like with the SCM, what you're going to do is hold it, strip through it until the pain is gone. The referred pain areas are usually at the back of the head, the side of the head, and sometimes even in the eye. This lesser known muscle, known as the Splenic Capitis, helps bring our neck back. But because of that forward head posture, just like that, this muscle typically works at its less optimal position, in its stretch position. This muscle has a Y shape, almost like a slingshot on the back of our heads, that goes down to the back of our neck. So to find the spot, we'll start at the bony prominence behind the ear, just like we did with the SCM. What we'll do is travel diagonally downwards to the center of the back of our necks, close to our spine. Look for any tender spots while you're here. The referral pain pattern for trigger points in this muscle are right on top of the head. That way, if you have a headache that's right on top, you'll know to massage the Splenic Capitis. Typically, you might feel it right about here if you find any trigger points in your Splenic Capitis. And that's it. Ta-da! Alright, watch the frontalis here in action, and that was basically it, just eyebrow raising. You'll want to massage this place if you have headaches a little bit above your forehead, as that's where the referred pain pattern typically is. The trigger points will lie exactly where she's massaging around here. So find those spots, find those nodules, press into them and strip through them, and then hopefully your headache will disappear. Last but not least, we have the precious temples of our heads, the temporalis. These muscles come from the top of our jaw joint, extending far and wide into the sides of our heads. They're fairly thin, but have a very important function, which is why they tend to develop muscle knots fairly often. They help with chewing and moving your jaw. If you try this on yourself, you should feel it approximately here. The temporalis is an easy muscle to massage, but it's also easy to massage too hard and end up giving yourself an even worse off headache. Try massaging the area gently, going in slow and circular motions. Make sure to feel for any specific areas of tension, like muscle knots that may give up areas of referred pain. Referred pain in the temporalis can extend anywhere between the upper teeth, the eyebrow area, or just a bit above where you're pressing. There's a lot of area to cover, so take your time and be gentle, and your headache should dissipate in no time. And there you guys have it. That's 5 spots that you can use to massage yourself to instantly relieve a headache. So I hope that actually helped and that you weren't just massaging yourself in front of friends, family, or wherever you are. And it did absolutely nothing. That would be a little embarrassing on my part. So if you know someone who's prone to headaches and won't stop complaining to you to massage them, or I don't know, maybe they're just generally annoying and you just want them to shut up, show them this video. Actually, no, don't show them this video, because then they'll know I said that to you, about them to you, so. Just like, you should show them anyway. So thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed my very first video, well, real video. If you did like it, you know, let me know. Drop a like, comment. If you want to see more videos on similar pain-related topics, let me know in the comments too. Let me know what you want me to cover, or if you just want me to stop making videos in general. All right, until next time, goodbye.